Okay. So good evening to all of you. We'll continue to the remaining topic from electrochemistry. At the last, we explained here the lead storage battery, then a dry cell. Then after that, we have to come across to the next one, types of the electrodes, depending upon their composition. Now, as the types are to be concerned, we'll have the specifically example and the types. First one is the metal ion type electrode. Metal ion type electrode is the first one. Then second one is the somewhat non-metal ion type of the electrode. Number third is the somewhat a metal sparingly soluble salt type electrode, and last one is the somewhat redox electrodes. So we'll have the four kinds of the electrodes, mainly depending upon the composition. Now if you think about the types here, how to define their types, how to explain here the type of the electrodes. At the first, a metal ion type electrode, it is represented by the term just like this. So it is the electrode in which metal is in a direct contact with its own ion solution. The electrode is called metal ion type electrode. For example, this one, along the same, for the sake of simplicity, we will have the copper electrode just like this, or zinc electrode just like this. Metal in contact with its own ion solution, first kind of the electrode. Second one is the non-metal ion type of the electrode. How this electrode is? Very simple one. We can say it as a somewhat a gas electrode is there. This particular electrode is the gas electrode. How it can be defined? In this case, it is the electrode in which inert metal platinum is inserted, is fused, just placed with that particular gas in presence of or in contact with its own ion, referred to as the non-metal ion electrode, or generally called as the gas electrode. For example, is the hydrogen electrode. If you think about the chlorine electrode, the chloride ions, especially Cl2 gas, inert metal platinum is introduced. So it is the kind of the electrode in which we just introduce here the inert metal like platinum with that particular gas which is in contact with its own ion solution. So what is that electrode? We generally call non-metal ion type electrode, and it is generally called as the gas electrode, represented like this. Okay, second one. Now here, this metal sparingly soluble salt type of the electrode is again very important from the exam point of view. Such a kind of the electrode we already studied at the last time. Okay, how this electrode is? It is the type of the electrode in which a metal is coated with its sparingly soluble salt, and the same is placed in that solution which contains an ion of the same salt, we generally call a metal sparingly soluble salt. So that particular type of the electrode is the metal sparingly soluble salt type of the electrode. Here we have to define in this fashion it as a type of the electrode in which the metal is coated with its salt, with its sparingly soluble salt, which is placed in that solution of that anion having the same salt. For that solution we call it as a metal sparingly soluble salt type of the electrode. So it is the electrode in which metal is coated with its sparingly soluble salt, and it is placed in that solution which contains anion of the same salt, we generally call metal sparingly soluble salt type of the electrode. Okay, if we think about example, it is familiar to us. Check here example. Especially we will have the somewhat potassium chloride is there, then mercurous chloride is there, along with the somewhat mercury is there. Now how this electrode is? Mercury coated with its saturated salt, mercurous chloride, along the same potassium chloride is there. So in this fashion, remember here that it is the kind of the salt, kind of the electrode in which metal is coated with its sparingly soluble salt, which is just placed in the solution which contains the anion of the same salt, which is generally called a metal sparingly soluble salt above the electrode. Third one is there. Now here, what is the redox electrode? It is the electrode in which the same metal is exerted, the same metal is represented in variable oxidation states in contact with the platinum metal. So for the sake of simplicity, we will have the electrode, redox electrode, platinum just like this. Here Fe plus 2 oblique Fe plus 3 is there. We can represent the same one like this. Here stannous plus 2, stannous plus 4 oblique platinum is there. What remember the electrode? We have to represent here in this fashion. It is the kind of the electrode in which platinum is in contact with the same ion but generally showing different oxidation states, we generally call redox electrode. With this particular, we have to remember here that what are the type of the electrodes depending upon their composition. Once again, it is of the 4 kinds only. Metal ion type of the electrode, first one. Second one is the non-metal ion type of the electrode. It is the gas electrode. Third one is the metal sparingly soluble salt type of the electrode. And fourth one is the redox electrode. In this particular way, you have to remember here the type of the electrodes with the specific examples. Especially from exam point of view, remember here the example of the calomel electrode, which is the example of metal sparingly soluble salt type of the electrode. Just remember like this. Okay, it is just about the somewhat type of the electrodes depending upon their composition. After this one, let us consider to the next and very important unit that is generally called electrochemical series or EMF series. So we'll have the heading electrochemical series, electrochemical series, electrochemical series, electrochemical series or EMF series. Okay, for that we'll have the figure first, then we'll make the explanation. For our convenience, I will draw the figure, then we'll have the explanation. At the first, we'll draw here some figures. First, Okay. And we'll have the data here, just the somewhat electrode which is written like this. Then it is the somewhat half reaction. Then it is the E standard values. Okay. So this data is with us. Now with the help of this data, we have to define here the term, what is the electrochemical series first. Then we have to make the explanation about the applications of the electrochemical series. Now here at the first, think here about the somewhat series. ह्या series काय आहेत? इथं particularly how to deal with the series like this. मग आता हे जर आम्ही घेतलं असेल, पहा here H plus H2 is there, lead plus lead is there. Okay. Now if we observe here this series, in this case, how define this series? These are the series of elements with their half cell reactions that can be generally arranged in their decreasing order of standard potentials known as the electrochemical series, or it is generally known as the somewhat electromotive force series, or it is generally called as the somewhat activity series. So remember here the first term, what is the definition? Electrochemical series काय असतं? Electrochemical EMF series क्या होती है? These are the series of elements, maybe metallic, non-metallic, arranged with their half cell reactions in their decreasing order of standard potentials, we generally call somewhat electrochemical series or EMF series. It is a simple definition. Now here, observe here the elements here, electrodes here. These are the electrodes. Non-metallic, metallics are there. So these are the arrangement of the elements, series of elements, metallic, non-metallic, with their half cell reaction in their decreasing order of standard potential, we generally call somewhat electrochemical series. The same series generally known as the activity series or electromotive force series. It is a definition. Definition is for the 1 mark. Okay. Now our important job is just have the applications of this series. ह्या series applications आहेत. मग आता series मध्ये मी काही typical elements लिहिले फक्त. बाकी आपण इतर पाहू शकतो, बघू शकतो. We have to use here for the calculation also. For a specific example, we elucidated here some of the specific electrodes with their electrode potential. Okay. Remember here in this case, what is the potential observed, what is potential considered? It is always in terms of the volt. That is in terms of the standard reduction potential is there as per IUPAC norms. Hence, this series have been arranged in their decreasing order of standard reduction potential, or in short, the series which have been arranged in their decreasing order of standard potentials, we generally call electrochemical series or activity series. It is a definition. So is it clear to all members? Okay, let us hope it is clear to you. Okay. After that one, let us have the applications of the EMF series. इसके applications क्या होते हैं? What are the applications for this series? Applications of electrochemical series. Applications. So if you think about the applications, these are very simple one. Applications. The first one is the to decide a relative strength of oxidizing characters like this. Okay. So from this series we can decide here a relative strength of the oxidizing characters, reducing characters. Now here follow here this particular first application, how to decide the relative strength of the oxidizing characters. Now here in this particular case, think here about the elements which have been placed to the upper part of the EMF series. Now how EMF series is constructed? It is in a very simple way. The electrodes having positive value of the electrode potential, standard potential, placed in the upper portion. Along the same, the electrodes having negative values of the electrode potential or standard potential placed at the bottom. Particularly at the middle portion we place here the hydrogen, and therefore EMF series consists of somewhat 3 parts, somewhat upper portion or upper part, a lower part and middle part. Middle part consists of only one species, that is hydrogen. Along the same, upper part consisting of the electrodes with the positive standard potential values, and lower part consists of somewhat elements or the electrodes having negative values of standard potential values. Now here, how to follow specifically upper part of the element? some of the clue I will give you here. To decide here the elements in the upper part, try to remember here the word, particularly chapa. So these specially elements generally present to the above portion of the EMF series. Now how this chapa is: C for copper, H for mercury, A for silver, P for platinum, A for gold. Especially this element may be above hydrogen in the EMF series to the upper portion. After that one, if you think about the lower portion, in majority cases, the transition elements are placed along with the alkali metals are placed to the lower portion. It is a somewhat speciality criteria in deciding the actual position of the elements or electrodes in the EMF series. Okay. Now here, follow here to the application, how to decide relative strength of the oxidizing agents, how to follow oxidizing characters of the elements from the EMF series. Okay. Now here, observe here the somewhat specially left hand side portion of the EMF series, particularly for the upper side. If you observe the left hand side portion in the upper part of the EMF series, these elements, these species having tendency to gain or accept the electron. And once these species having tendency to gain or accept the electrons, therefore they itself undergoes oscillation, and hence they undergoes itself reduction, and therefore they can generally show better reducing characters. So remember here that the elements which have been placed are species which have been placed to the left hand portion of the half side half reaction in above portion in EMF series, generally acting as a better reducing agent because their reduction potentials are positive. These elements are having tendency to undergo reduction easily, and hence these can act as a better oxidizing agent. So simply remember here that the elements which are to be placed at the left hand side portion of the EMF series, particularly to the upper portion in the EMF series, that species generally act as a better oxidizing agent because their standard potential positive. These are having more tendency to gain or accept the electron, and therefore as they accept the electron, they undergoes reduction itself, and hence acts as a better oxidizing agent. So remember here the speciality about oxidizing agent. So in short, we can say here that the species which have been arranged at the top of the EMF series showing positive values of their standard potential generally act as a better oxidizing agent. Their oxidizing characters generally decreases from top to the bottom in case of the EMF series. From EMF series, in EMF series, top to the bottom, oxidizing characters always decreases. We have to remember this point. Okay. So particularly from top to the bottom, top to bottom, in EMF series, oxidizing characters always decreases. Oxidizing characters always decreases. We have to remember this point like this as a main point or the key point. Top to the bottom, oxidizing characters जे आहेत ते नेहमी कमी होत असतात, डिक्रीज होत असतात. So in this particular case, here remember here that oxidizing characters always decreases. Oxidizing characters decreases. Okay, like this. It is your first trend. Oxidizing characters from top to the bottom always decreases in case of the EMF series. It is just interpreted in this fashion. It is your first job. Now what is your second MCQ point? In this case, more the value of the standard potential, better is the oxidizing agent. So we have to follow the second point as a more the value of standard potential, better is the reducing agent. More the value of standard potential, better is the reducing agent. Better is the oxidizing agent. So you have to follow this particular point as a key point of the MCQ point. So among these, if you think here these species, especially fluorine can act as a better oxidizing agent. If you think about the copper, it is having somewhat less strength as compared to the fluorine. So as the standard potential value increases, if it is more, then its oxidizing characters always increases. It is your first application to decide the relative strength of the oxidizing characters. First one. Now here, number second application is the controversy to decide a relative strength of reducing characters. Relative strength of the reducing characters. Now here, observe here the EMF series. In this particular case, if we follow to the right hand side portion of the elements below hydrogen in the EMF series, it is observed here that these species having generally negative values of standard potential. It indicates here that these species just have the tendency to lose the electron instead of gaining the electron. These species having somewhat a tendency to lose the electron instead of gaining the electron. Therefore, they generally show here a negative values of standard potential. And once the negative value of the standard potential is there, ultimately they doesn't have any tendency to undergo reduction, but they have more tendency to undergo oxidation itself. And as they show here the oxidation, generally, definitely, these species can act as a better reducing agent. Therefore, the elements arranged below hydrogen in the EMF series generally act as a better reducing agent. In this particular case, if you think about the reducing characters, especially from top to the bottom, reducing characters in the EMF series always increases, and elements which have been placed at the bottom of the EMF series generally act as a better reducing agent. So you have to follow this point as about the relative strength of the reducing characters. The same point I will repeat here once again. पुन्हा एकदा बघा, इथे काय होतं, the elements which have been placed to the right hand side portion of the half reaction at the bottom of the EMF series, it is observed here that these elements are having negative values of standard potential. What does it mean? These elements doesn't have a tendency to gain the electron. Instead of that one, these are having tendency to lose the electron. Therefore, they just show here a negative value of standard reduction potential. And hence, as these are having tendency to lose the electron instead of gaining the electron itself, they generally shows process of oxidation, and therefore these can generally act as a better reducing agent. Remember that from top to the bottom in the EMF series, reducing characters always increases. So you have to follow this trend about the MCQ point from the EMF series. Okay. Now in this particular case, how to follow here a better reducing agent from the given species? In this particular case, more negative is the standard potential. More negative is the standard potential. Better is the reducing agent, or it shows here better or more reducing characters. Remember that in this particular case, more negative is the standard potential, better is the reducing agent. We will think about this one. So follow here this MCQ point about the relative strength of the reducing agent. Now here we will have the somewhat application or the somewhat MCQ point I will explain here. We have to choose here better reducing agent from given species. Suppose here A given minus 2.37 volt, B given specially 2.87 volt, C given minus 0.28 volt. So these are the given species. Now from these given species, our question is that among these, which is the better reducing agent? याच्यामधला सर्वात स्ट्रॉंग असा छान असा reducing agent कोणता आहे? What's our explanation? Our explanation is that in this case, it is having more negative value of the standard potential. As it shows more negative value, it is acting as a better reducing agent. On the controversy, if there is a question which is the better oxidizing agent, what would you think? More the value of standard potential, better is the oxidizing agent. So in this particular case, B is the well-known oxidizing agent. So by knowing this knowledge from the EMF series, we can easily attempt here any type of the MCQ, particularly in the computer examination. Okay, it is just about the somewhat second application to decide the relative strength of the reducing characters. In short, in the EMF series from top to the bottom, oxidizing characters decreases and reducing characters always increases. You have to follow this particular point as a reducing strength of the reducing agent or reducing characters, strength of the oxidizing characters. Second one. Now third one, to decide spontaneity, of a given reaction. To decide spontaneity of a given reaction. एका दिलेली रिॲक्शन ही स्पॉन्टेनियस होते की नाही ओळखायचं कसं? हाऊ टू डिसाइड हिअर द गिवन रिॲक्शन इज स्पॉन्टेनियस ऑर नॉट. नाव लेट मी नो व्हॉट इज स्पॉन्टेनिटी हिअर. व्हॉट स्पॉन्टेनिटी म्हणजे काय की दिलेला केमिकल रिॲक्शन हा घडून येतो का नाही ओळखणं. फेदर इट इज फिजिबल ॲट गिवन कंडिशन ऑर नॉट हे चेक करणं. मग ते स्पॉन्टेनिटी चेक करणं. मग कसं झालेलं हे व्हॉट इज द क्रायटेरिया फॉर दॅट वन. सो रिमेंबर दॅट वी हॅव टू ट्रिक रिमेंबर हिअर वन ट्रिक ओनली. इफ फॉर अ गिवन रिॲक्शन we'll have the trick now for a given reaction. For a given reaction, if E cell is positive, दिलेल्या reaction साठी E cell is positive, E standard cell is positive, then given reaction is spontaneous. So you have to remember this point as a for a given reaction, for the given cell, if E standard cell is positive, then given reaction is always spontaneous. Remember this thing about the spontaneity for the given reaction. Now we'll check here whether given reaction is spontaneous or not. We'll check it. आपण चेक करूयात ते. आता पाहा सगळेच जरा की we'll have the reaction now. Here zinc plus HCl, it produces zinc chloride along with the H2 gas is there. Okay, in this case, which are the two electrodes? Two electrodes are E zinc is there, first one. Other one is zinc काय करतो हा particularly zinc is the somewhat oxidation electrode आहे zinc along the same. हे जर घेतला असेल आम्ही हा तर particularly this is the somewhat reduction electrode is there. म्हणजे त्याला झिंक हा ऑक्सिडेशन दाखवतो. शो हिअर द ऑक्सिडेशन इलेक्ट्रोड आणि हायड्रोजन हा रिडक्शन दाखवतो. शो हिअर द रिडक्शन इलेक्ट्रोड. बरोबर. देअर पोटेन्शियल इज फॅमिलियर टू अस फ्रॉम अवर डेटा. हे जे काही इलेक्ट्रोड्स आहेत यांची आपल्याला पोटेन्शियल इथून माहीत असतात. फॉर द सेक ऑफ सिम्प्लिसिटी झिंकचं पोटेन्शियल माहिती -0.763 व्होल्ट अलॉंग द सेम. आपलं हायड्रोजनचं पोटेन्शियल माहिती 0.00 व्होल्ट. बोथ दी थिंग्स आर नोन टू अस फ्रॉम द गिवन रिॲक्शन. दिलेल्या रिॲक्शनवर आपल्याला दोन्ही माहीत आहे इथं. बरोबर. मग इथं कसं असेल ते इथं कसं ओळखायचं. इन दिस पर्टिक्युलर केस वर्कआउट हिअर ई सेल. ई सेल इज इक्वल टू ई स्टँडर्ड कॅथोड मायनस ई स्टँडर्ड ॲनोड. विल हॅव द टू सेल्स हाफ सेल्स नाव. विल पुट अप हिअर द रिॲक्शन व्हॅल्यूज. ई स्टँडर्ड कॅथोड इन द सेन्स हायड्रोजन -0.00 along the same, minus E anode -0.763 volt is there. Its value is coming as a positive 0.763 volt. It indicates here that as the E cell is positive, it is showing here the somewhat given reaction is spontaneous in nature. दिलेली reaction जी आहे ना ती spontaneous आहे. We have decided from this particular calculation. So what we did here, we did simple thing that we just calculated the E cell value, and from the E cell value, if it is positive, the given reaction is always spontaneous in nature. On the controversy, we have to introduce to the new factor free energy also. If free energy change is negative, then also again the given reaction is spontaneous. That thing we have to explain later on, but for the sake of simplicity, remember here that if E cell is positive, given reaction is spontaneous. If delta G is negative, given reaction is spontaneous. So it is your second criteria to decide the spontaneity of the given reaction. Second one. Okay. Now here we will have the third one. Tisra. Third one, we have to think about the next parameter, next application. Fourth, to calculate E standard cell for the given reaction. To calculate E standard cell. Suppose here we will have the cell given just like this. Check your cell given in this fashion. It has a somewhat platinum, or I will write like this, cadmium +2, here silver plus Ag is there. Concentration C1, C2. Okay, it is the cell given now. We have to work out E standard cell, cadmium given minus 0.40 volt, E standard Ag given 0.79 volt. So it is the data now. From this given reaction, this cadmium electrode is the somewhat anode, its potential is given. A silver electrode is cathode, its potential is given. This data is available from our given EMF series. Okay. In this particular case, put up here the formula. E cell is equal to E standard cell is equal to E standard cathode, in the sense silver minus E standard cadmium. We will put up here the values. Put up the values here. 0.79 minus 0.40 is there. So we will work out this one. 0.79 plus 0.40, 3. Here 9 as usual. 1.19 volt is there. Like this. Your potential is 1.19 volt. Now in this particular case, if you think about this potential, what is about the spontaneity of the reaction? In this case, the spontaneity for the given reaction is always spontaneous. His reaction आहे ती spontaneous आहे. कशामुळे? Because E cell is positive. In that sense, remember that as the electrochemical series is concerned, we have to decide here its definition first. There are mainly 4 applications. The first one is decide the relative strength of the oxidizing characters, oxidizing agents. Second one is to decide the relative strength of the reducing characters, reducing agents. Third one is to decide spontaneity for the given reaction. And fourth one is to calculate E standard cell for the given reaction. In this fashion, try to remember here the electrochemical series and its applications. So it is very simple one, very easier and somewhat important from the exam point of view. We will clear to it by remembering some of the values of standard potentials from the given data. Okay. After this one, we will work out now other parameter. We will have the introduction to the next unit, which is again very important. Hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. Hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, ये दूसरा नाम है पा. Bacon cell is there. Hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, or we can call it as a Bacon cell. Okay. Now, for our convenience, we will define here this term. What is the fuel cell? Fuel cell अगोदर define करू, नंतर आपण हा cell explain करू. For that, we will have the figure. They will make the explanation. I will draw here the figure.